Craigavon New Town. Success for Brownlow as a vital new community of the 1970s must rest finally on the calibre and pioneering spirit of all its residents, young and old.
Well, we live in Craigavon, you know. What there is to say about Craigavon, it's a decent place. There's very little to do. Plenty of people like motorbikes. There's lakes, go fishing. Sectarian is a big part in Craigavon, like, on two sides, always fighting.
So you've got divides close to each other, Park Moore and Drumbeck. So you
Mornview and Drumbeck, so yeah.
Drug culture's big, like.
There's plenty of hate crime, drug dealing,
Shootings,
stabbings. I actually like living here.
I like living here, but at the same time I've experienced nowhere else, like, so.
I feel that Craigavon, it's not a bad place. I've grew up in it and I've lived in Craigavon for all my life. I'd say that it's not the worst, but at times it can be with shootings and stuff like that, and incidents with murders that I've had a few years back. It's calmed down quite a bit, like there's still a few incidents going on here and there, but overall I'd say it's not the worst, but it's a bit boring.
The main track system is a dual one, offering the facility for both the pedestrian and the cyclist to move and circulate in conditions free from the dangers of the motor vehicle. A considerable range of facilities is planned for Brownlow, and these can be classified under the headings of indoor and outdoor provision.
Well, there was a motocross track there, which was the only thing that got the two communities together. Which was a big thing to get the two communities together because it was between the two communities, but they've actually fenced it off. You can't get at it no more, which is just going to lead for people that have motorbikes. It's going to put them back onto the path and driving around making a nuisance. Where when we had that field, then everybody was out of the road and causing no hassle. Both communities worked together to make a track. And to make it decent, both communities went to it at the same time, and there was no hatred or nothing. Everybody just drove about the track.
There was Catholics, Protestants, it was together, you came together in love from motorbikes and driving them. But once they're gone, you don't really have nothing to do then. You go out on the path, like it says, and people start complaining.
It stopped most hatred for both sides of the community. Council now is starting to fence off whatever spare land they have.
The plan for Brownlow has the following main objectives: provision of a varied range of dwelling types in identifiable clusters to reflect as accurately as possible incoming population need. Craigavon New Town is about people and their way of life.
I wouldn't really say I feel safe. Like there's times where even the last couple of nights or a week, the lights up the black path up there, I have to walk up to my house, there's no street lights and it's in complete darkness, so like even though I'm walking home say 11 or half 11 at night, I don't feel safe because you don't know who you're bumping into because there's no lights, and plus because Marafley is a bit of a dodgy area.
Scared because you don't know what's around the corner and you don't know what you're going to walk into. They could walk into your estate tonight and the place could be surrounded and you don't know what's going on. You don't know who's moving into the estates and you don't know who you're meeting, and they could come up to you and start talking to you.
Well, like my estate, if something goes on, like say there's vandalism or cars stolen, or it's like almost like neighbourhood watch, like everyone knows who, so they would know who's done it and they could talk about it and maybe prevent other stuff from happening.
It's just like my part, I would know everybody in it, but the next street, because they're renting out houses and you don't know who's moving into the houses and you don't know who the people are, you don't know nothing about them. better to know them so that we get to know them and to see if they're alright and if everything's going to be safe in our area.
I've been everywhere. Since I've lived here, I've been everywhere, every single where around Raffy, like, and there's no religion. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's just there's no religion or anything like that. You can walk wherever you want. Like,
I get stopped and searched regularly because I was brought up in Craigavon. It's a Republican area. I moved over here and I was stopped, searched every day. You're an easy target when you're not in the area, because if they go into the area, they just drove back out again. No use, just put them back out. They're not wanted in that area. We're over here, people don't mind them because there's a lot of drug dealers about, a lot of crime about.
Even whenever I walk out of the community where you're from, which is a Republican area, Jumbeg, you walk out here and if police pass you, they automatically look at you. If you're on the road out of Jumbeg, they'll sit and they'll stop and they'll stare at you.
The Stop and Search under Misuse of Drugs Act,
It's
Looking
almost
Criminal Weapons, Terrorism Act. They don't just stop you for one thing, they stop you for whatever, just to try and get you.
The aim of the new town is to offer an alternative way of life to the present day city in conditions of well-paid jobs, attractive housing and local amenities, and where there are plenty of facilities for leisure. Craigavon will be a linear town with the countryside never more than half a mile from any house. A town of parks and open spaces, sitting on the southern shores of Loch Ness, yet only 30 miles from central Belfast.
I think Craigavon's a perfect mixture of everything. You've lakes that you can go fish, you can go walk around, you have a shopping centre where you can go shop, you have your estates, you have everything. Like most places like Belfast, the footpaths are right beside the road, all the footpaths, there's very few real footpaths out there. Yeah, it's all built up. Whereas Craigavon, there's underpasses, you can walk anywhere in Craigavon. There's underpasses, footpaths, all excluded from the road, away from everything. And it's unique in that way. They actually, they were trying to make it like Belfast, like somewhere to compete with Belfast, but I think they give up halfway through or something because it's nothing like it. So it's not.
It's nothing like the plans.
It was a good idea in theory, but if they kept going with it, it would have been better.
Put more places, like things to do, motorbike tracks, youth centres.
Knock it down and rebuild it.
Or just knock it down and rebuild it.
well, at the end of the day, like, it is my home and all my family live here. I'm not certain I'm gonna want to do it, but I don't know if it depends what kind of job I get and what money I'm making. If I did have the opportunity to leave, I probably would go to a different country, like, because there's nothing really here.
I'd rather stay around here than move somewhere else because you don't know what's going on over there in different countries or where you move either.
There is a huge community spirit, like nobody will go amiss, everybody will help everybody. I wouldn't change it, to be honest.
No.
I'm too used to it now.
You're too used to it now to go any different way. You just want to stay the way you are.
Couldn't see myself living anywhere else or doing anything else.